Hello YouTube, welcome back. This is the Budget Monkey, and this time we're going to be reviewing one of my most favorite guns, the Ruger 1022. Man, do I love these things. Actually, I own several of them, but I got two on the table here that I specifically want to talk about because I got both of these for less than $200, which is pretty rare in my area because they go from, you can buy one at Walmart these days, a base model for $220. Putting it slightly over my guns for less than $200 that don't suck. However, I think I can make an exception for this because it is so amazing. And since everything has really increased since I started that series, I may have to take it up to $300. Guns under $300 that don't suck because the cost has gone through the roof. So anyway, what we have here, we have a, I don't know, I think this is a mid-80s model 1022, and these both have been safety checked beforehand. If you've seen my videos, there's no mag in there. You know that I check my weapons. Anyway, 1022 Deluxe Edition, no barrel band. Right on, right? Makes it look a lot nicer, a lot slicker. A little check ring up front. Down here in the pistol grip. Yeah, love it. I got a little Tasco 3x9, I think, scope on here. Making use of the fold down sights, man. Keep them iron sights sighted in and on, just in case I knock that scope off and I need it. I think that's important too. A little side note: if you got a gun with a scope and you can leave the iron sights on, leave the iron sights on, sight them in, and then put your scope on there. Never know when you're gonna knock that dude off and then you need it, whether you're hunting, trying to survive, whatever. Anyway, so here's the basic 1020, not basic, it's the deluxe edition, I guess, so whatever. Basically just a stock difference, but your regular 1022. And what I have over here is a more of a tactical, and this is a work in progress, still a lot to be done. 1022 in the Tapco stock. Man, is this thing awesome. Multi-position, collapsible rear, pistol grip, no mag. Well, I got it closer, might as well. Cycle a few times. Upper rail, fiber optic front and rear, which can be seen because the rail is split, and a lower rail with a lower rail guard. Thing's a pain in the butt to put back on, so I'm not taking it off because I am lazy tonight. Like this. This is my new build. Just getting started though. Pretty bare. Pretty cool. I actually got this with the stock for less than $200, which is an amazing deal. I feel bad. I always feel bad when I buy something from somebody hurting for money. But this is brand new. Had never been shot when I got it. They bought it and bought the stock. $200 and it was mine. And very, very pleased. Always pleased with the 1022. So also recently purchased this one, and I usually like to get a gun and shoot it a bunch before I bring it to the table, but considering the vast quantities of these that I own and how much experience I have with the gun, I don't really think it's necessary. Every one of these I've ever picked up have been almost always the same, unless they were completely wore out. So uses. Uses. What can it not be used for, really? Let's start with hunting, especially this model here. It's what I use in my squirrel getter. Although, if you ever seen my Mark II video, I would really like to use that one. I like how much more accurate it is, but it's not fully reliable yet. So, it may never be. If that's the case, we'll be trading it off. But that's neither here nor there. This is my squirrel getter. Feel comfortable, 100 yards, with low wind conditions, no problem. Squirrels, rabbits, small game, pest control, you got it. You can't beat the 1022, man. You really can't. And you're going to say, oh, well, it's not the most accurate. No, it's not. But it is the most. There's more accessories for this than there is in the other 22. But I don't get big into that. You don't see me change my barrels too often or going nuts into it, because then the cost gets outrageous. The Marlin 60 is my second favorite. And, man, it's more accurate out of the box than these things are. The thing that I don't like about it is, you're stuck with limited capacity. This is a 10 rounder. Came with one of this lower one here, and you know, it works well. 10 rounds, and what's just all you need for hunting. Same thing with the Model 60s Marlins, but you know, I like a bigger capacity, and this is what I got with the upper one there. This is a 50 round Ram line mag junk. Might as well throw it in the trash can. I may actually do that after this video. It's junk. But you can get the Ruger BX 25s now for these. An actual Ruger made extended magazine, 25 round. I've heard they're excellent. I don't own any yet. Hopefully I'll make some orders at the end of next month and get some in, get those tested out for y'all. But if it's a Ruger product, I expect it to be excellent. Hold Ruger products to a very high standard. Okay, so we're at uses. Critter getter. How about a survival gun? SHTF. Sure, absolutely. These things are awesome, especially with extended mag. What about something tactical like this? It's not uber tactical yet. It's not fully got the second type of cool. Thank you, Nut and Fancy. A little shout out to him for the terminology. But also, great guy. If you haven't seen his channel, which if you're watching me, I'm sure you've seen him. But if not, go check him out. He's awesome. You know, something like this. Yeah, actually, I don't have any doubts in my mind. And what I consider to be a typical combat range for the area that I live, carrying a 22, as long as I had extended round magazines, and at least 4. Say I had 4 BX 25s on me, I wouldn't feel underarmed getting into a fight with dudes with ARs. Just the way it is. I'm gonna try to avoid that at all costs. If there ever is an SHTF though, I don't really want to be shot. I'm not looking for a fight, but if I had to have one, if I had to be in one, I wouldn't feel underarmed with that. Go ahead and flame me. Just no bad language, please. That it is what it is. Around where I live, it's rural, and it's wooded, and it's heavy. So the only time you'd be running into somebody is in an urban environment. If you went into town for some reason, and then you're looking at ranges and yardage, it's not huge. Wouldn't feel underarmed with a 22. I like it. If you have issues with the lethality of a 22 at long ranges, check out Iraqi Veteran 8888. I think that's 4.8s there. I don't know how many I said, but 4.8s. Got good videos on the 22 on their lethality. Check him out. Great channel too. Yeah, not a problem. I would carry it, especially once it gets a tack light and all that, you know, all that fun stuff we like to do to our guns on it. Other uses. Truck gun, sure. Love having one of these in the truck. Coyote getter. No problems, man. I don't really, there's no round that I like more than the 22. It's just fun. All around good uses. Great trainer. Another good use for it. Training rifle. Especially something like this. It may not have the AR feel or AR weight. They do make the 22 version now was the SR22. Wait, that's a pistol. Anyway, Ruger does make a 1022 now. It's more like an AR, more with the weight and everything. Awesome. What a training platform for an AR. You know, you can get like a Smith & Wesson AR look-alike for the 22 long rifle. Also good for that kind of trainer. But if you had a 1022 or like me with multiples, throw something like this on there and it's a great AR trainer. No problem. Great for introducing new shooters. Man, my wife loves this gun. Loves it. When she first started shooting, this is what she wanted. Well, not this one, the other one, but this one's relatively new, but 1022. That's what she liked. And she still does today. That's what she's most comfortable with. So new shooter training. Perfect. Plinker. Absolutely. This will kill more soda cans than you can have laying around. It's just a fun gun. Firepower. This is where it stands out against any other 22, if you ask me. Any other 22 rifle, and this is why I love the 1022. Because when you're comparing a 22 with other 22s, you got good, functioning, extended magazines for this 22. And that shines. Like I say, the Ruger factory 25 round 22 magazines for this gun. Excellent. Tongue-tied tonight. Sorry, y'all. So firepower for this is excellent. You know, apples to apples. This is a 22. Compare it with a 22. I mean, I know I just said I would use it in self-defense situation if I had to, but I'm not comparing it to an AR-15. I'm comparing it to other 22s. Ergonomics. Yeah, this is always been kind of the one thing about the 1022s that I didn't really like, was the fat foregrip up here. Now this deluxe version without the barrel bands, it's not prone to that disease. It's actually kind of triangular, fits your hand really well. Other than that, the ergonomics on these things are great. Ergonomics on this one rocks with the slanted here on the stock here. Really get your face right into the sight line really comfortably. You know, this is where my daughter shoots it. This might be where my wife shoots it, and then I shoot it all the way out, and it works for the whole family. Really rocks. Love it. I like the color too. So ergonomically, it's cool. And check that color out though. Now that I'm on the subject, I mean, that desert tan with the black, that's cool, man. For a 22, I like it. Dig it. Value. You go to Walmart, get one for 220 bucks, and if you ask me, that's the best value in 22s, because value is not always about the lowest cost. It's what you get for the money you spend. It's a lot of gun for the money, man. It's probably the highest value. And the only other one, depending on your use, the Marlin 60, that's also the high value there. And I'm going to put them on a scale here. You know, for regular hunting use, the scale is going to be right here. I mean, what you get with the 60 is a little better accuracy and phenomenal reliability for a lower cost. The Ruger, you're going to get more firepower, more accessories, and still reliable out of the box. So there's your weight advantages. The tie tips for me for mag capacity, or in this case removable mags even. So that's why I go Ruger. I love the Marlin 60, so got one, love it. Maybe I'll get a review on it eventually. So value, it's top notch, man. Functionality, where do I begin? How many of these do I own? A ton. How many rounds have I shot through these things? I don't know, 1 million? That's a conservative guess through 1022s. And but then, honest to God, the only thing I've ever had is ammunition failures. Yeah, I've never had a firing pin issue or extractor issue, and maybe that's because I've shot so many through multiple platforms. You know, I've not shot 1 million out of just one. I don't know, but yeah, man, I've not had a single problem. Knock on wood. Hope it never happens, because I got some of these that are getting up there in age. I have a 1968 model in there. I haven't had any problems with it yet. Hopefully I still don't. And it's a carbine, real short. These things are excellent. Yeah, I say if you don't already have a 22 rifle, get this, or a Marlin 60. I mean, I'm going to give it its credit, but get this. You will not regret it. If you're a new shooter, you don't own a firearm, start with this, or a bolt action. You know, a bolt action is a good starter too. But do yourself a favor and get you one of these. You're gonna love it. And if you have it, you know, throw it in the comments. Tell me what you like about it, what you don't like about it. If you own it, you're probably gonna say that you love everything about it. The only people I've ever found that didn't like them are the ones who never really spent any time with it. So anyway, thank you for watching. Once again, this is the Budget Monkey. Finally back. Glad to have you with me. God bless.